Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before, and a special hey, how you doing if it is your first time here. I'm so glad that you have decided to come hang out on my little corner of YouTube. I'm super excited about today's video. Today's video is going to be a splurge or purge. I've done this video once, maybe twice or this concept on my channel once, maybe twice before, and they are just so much fun. I love looking at new makeup releases, just scrolling through Instagram for freaking hours, just looking at all the new makeup. And while I do love looking at makeup releases, you know, sometimes those makeup releases, they shouldn't have been released. You know the ones I'm talking about, where you're like, who on the team approved this? So that's what we're going to be doing today. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking about not every single January release, because that would be a little hard, but we're going to be talking about all the good, the bad, the ridiculous. We're going to be talking about it. Now, of course, these are all my opinions, so it's totally okay. Don't come for me if you see something that you absolutely love and I end up deciding that it's a purge. There's plenty of makeup, plenty to go around for everyone. Don't get upset if I don't like something that you love, and I may love something that you're like, girl, no. You know, sometimes that's just the way it is. If talking about the releases from January 2022, freaking 2022, then stick around, because that is gonna be today's video, y'all. So on January 1st, I almost forgot to scoot over, you guys. So on January 1st, Too Faced launched the Ethereal palette. We got the Too Femme blush, some lipsticks. I'm looking down because I have like the photo here. So the Too Femme blush, some lipsticks that have hearts in the middle, and the Better Than Sex mascara. It's like in like the butterfly packaging. Okay, so first of all, the color story is pretty, right? Like, it's pretty. It's a pretty color story. The packaging is pretty. This is definitely a purge for me. I haven't really seen anyone talk about it, and honestly, I kind of forgot that this launch even happened. I was making notes and going through Instagram for this video, and I was like, oh yeah, Too Faced did release this. Weird. So the palette isn't weird, right? Like, it's a beautiful collection. The collection itself makes perfect sense. But I'm like, it's winter time. It's winter time, and I'm pretty sure I started seeing advertisements for this like in November, maybe. It just was really freaking strange, because this eyeshadow, this whole collection is springtime. I feel like because I've seen advertisements for this palette, this collection, since like Halloween, I'm over it. Like, you presented me springtime and literally Halloween, and you launched it like a week after Christmas. Like, no. I bet you if this would have launched like mid-February, in that time frame, I may have been more tempted to purchase the eyeshadow palette, because it does scream spring to me, but they didn't. They launched it freaking Thanksgiving, so I don't want it. NARS has released a new foundation, the Light Reflecting Foundation. It says makeup that looks like skin, acts like skincare. It claims to feel light as air, instantly blurs the look of blemishes, dark spots, redness, and textured skin. Wow. Even claims to improve skin's clarity over time. I wonder if that means like over the duration of like you having it on, like if you put it on in the morning, like throughout the day, it improves skin clarity, or by over time they mean like, you know, if you use this foundation 3 to 5 times a week, by the time you're done with this bottle, your skin will be more clear, have more clarity. I don't know. It's a natural finish, all day wear, comes in 36 different shades, you guys, and is suitable for most skin types, including sensitive skin. You guys, I want this foundation. I'm going to purchase this foundation. Splurge, splurge, splurge. Okay, I got a Sephora gift card for my birthday / Christmas this past Christmas, and it is burning a hole in my pocket. I am definitely I'm definitely gonna get this foundation. I know it's been available for a while, but I actually got COVID, so I've been kind of like in bed for about a week or two. Then I gave COVID to my mom, so she's been sick. And then Eliana, my now 2-year-old, she was sick with a crazy fever. So I just haven't really gone out to like buy makeup, especially like right now. But yes, I love NARS. I love NARS foundation. I love NARS products in general. I just think that there's a little bit like a superiority to them, but I really enjoy their foundations well. So I'm excited for this new foundation because I've been looking for a new foundation to fall in love with, and I think this one might be the one. So she's Splurge. So on January 5th, Wet n Wild launched the Bloomin' collection. So it looks like you have a makeup sponge, an eyeshadow palette, a cherry blossom face mist, a lip gloss, a face mask, and a flower power blush. So while I think this collection is really cute, I just don't need it. I don't even really think I want it. And the price is on point. It's like really spot on, especially for Wet n Wild. I mean, everything's like under $5. Yeah, a $5 quad, great deal. I won't be picking any of this up. It's gonna be a purge for me. So Charlotte Tilbury launched a new liquid foundation. I believe the full name is Beautiful Skin Medium Coverage Liquid Foundation. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that's the name. Okay. I don't know why brands do that, where they give, especially like foundations, long ass freaking names. Like, is that necessary? This foundation claims to be like skincare infused. It helps improve the look of skin with each application, much like the NARS, that light reflecting foundation we talked about earlier. This one lasts 16 hours and provides a natural glow. It says it's lightweight, buildable medium coverage. It's hydrating, smooths and blurs pores, and brightens the skin. We love all that. You know, it does sound an awful lot like that NARS foundation. Maybe that's, and I know that NARS isn't the first one to come out with a foundation like this. I think in general, the past 1.5 to 2 years, we have seen like a shift from super matte full coverage foundation to foundations that are now more skin-like, more natural, more glowy, more radiant. And it makes sense, you know, people aren't working or they're wearing a mask, you know, they're really embracing skincare, taking care of their actual skin instead of covering up, you know, with makeup. I think that's a beautiful thing. So the Charlotte Tilbury foundation is selling for $44, and it is available in 30 different shades, which is a great shade range, great option. Now the NARS one did come in 36. You get three more shades over at NARS, but if you choose to go with the NARS foundation, you will be spending a little bit more. That price point is $49 compared to the $44. So I'm actually surprised that the NARS one is more expensive. When you think of Charlotte Tilbury, I definitely think of not that 40 bucks. What was it? 40? 44. Yeah, not that $44 isn't expensive, because it is, and so is 49 for NARS, but I would have expected them to be like the other way around, like the Charlotte Tilbury be 49 and the NARS be 44, but you know, whatever. I've never tried anything from Charlotte Tilbury. I see a lot of conflicting reviews here on YouTube. There are some people who love and adore Charlotte Tilbury. I think the price point is not reasonable, but it's justifiable. And then you see people who, while they enjoy using the Charlotte Tilbury products. It's not like their favorite, like, oh my god, you have to go out and buy this, it's revolutionary. And I feel like that's the way Charlotte Tilbury advertises their products. Like, you have to have this shit because it's the best ever. And not everyone feels that way, you know? And since it's so expensive, I feel like I need to be convinced that I'm gonna love it before I go out and spend, you know, $44 on a foundation. While the NARS one, I already said I was gonna splurge on it. Yes, it's $49, but I know I love NARS. I have a relationship, if you will, with NARS. Whereas I've never tried Charlotte Tilbury, so I'm not going to be trying this foundation unless like I'm having like a bad day and need retail therapy one night and I just like buy some shit off Sephora. But in like my conscious, level-headed mind, I have no intentions in purchasing this foundation. I'm interested in trying Charlotte Tilbury, and I have seen that people really enjoy this foundation, so like I'm kind of tempted, but I don't need 2 brand new foundations, and I know I'm buying the NARS one. So right now it's a purge, but I may change my mind. So ABH released lipsticks and lip liners. They look absolutely stunning. They released 18 full pigment lip liners and 18 matte and satin lipsticks. I love bullet lipsticks, y'all. I'm so happy to see so many brands launching bullet lipsticks. With here in the past, maybe almost going on a year now, I think I really remember, I really noticed like the surge of bullet lipsticks whenever like Makeup by Mario released his, and like you just like brand after brand. I'm not saying that he kind of like initiated the comeback of the bullet, but I just remember during that time there was a lot of people releasing bullet lipsticks. I haven't really seen anyone talk about these. Have you guys seen anyone talk about these before? I know ABH launched a concealer a couple months ago that really had people going crazy. Another thing that I have on my wish list that I need to pick up for sure, but I haven't seen any hype with these lipsticks and lip liners. I definitely plan on splurging on a shade or two, just to see if I like the formula, and if I think the formula is something that I like, I'll pick up a couple more shades depending on, you know, how I feel about the basic nude. But yeah, I think these look really nice. Really nice. Moving on, e.l.f. has added to their Camo CC line. They've launched the Camo CC powder foundation. It does come in 30 different shades, which I thought was really awesome. However, it does look like not all stores will carry every shade. Yeah, it says that 12 of the 30 shades will be available at Ulta. I also saw these lineups, if you're here in Texas, at HEB. I did see the Camo powdered foundation at HEB, probably the same 12 shades. Now it was, if you're one of my girlfriends, it was the new HEB that they just built, so I don't think the other ones. So if you're at a different HEB and it's not the one that was just built, don't come for me, but the one that was just built, if you know, you know. If you live around here, you know. So it says it's long wearing, buildable, medium to full coverage. It's an airbrush finish, shine free, even complexion. Okay. It claims to be suitable for all skin types. It has oil control for oily skin. I have like normal to dry. Right now I do have a lot of dehydration just because of the weather. If you have oily skin though, you may want to be careful when using this product. I obviously can't speak from experience, but I have heard that sometimes these powder foundations don't hold up well with oily skin. I could be wrong, so don't quote me. I'm not really a powder foundation person, but for the price point of the e.l.f. one, I'll give it a go. Kylie Skin has released a clarifying exfoliating toner. I think Kylie Skin is so interesting. Like, who's buying that? It says it's a power-packed formula that helps clarify and minimize the appearance of pores and balance the skin. It looks like they also have a clarifying serum, which is a 3-in-1 formula that helps clarify, even skin tone, and smooth texture for a brighter, healthier looking complexion. Listen, I know absolutely zero about skincare, skincare ingredients, skincare science, skincare formulation. That's not me, I'm not your girl. But I have to like wonder, I don't know if these products are like good ingredients wise. Like I don't know if it's just like minimal beneficial ingredients and just packaging and a name, you know? Like I don't know if whatever is in here is good for your skin. Not like it's bad for your skin, like you're gonna get a rash or something, but I don't know how much good Kylie Skin is doing for your skin. Does that make sense? Like I'm not trying to throw shade or talk shit. I just genuinely wonder like who is this like who's the intended buyer? Because I for sure can't be me. And not because I don't think that's aesthetically pleasing. I think the packaging is cute. But like I'm almost 30. I'll be 30 this year, at the end of this year. You know, I've got fine lines. I've got wrinkles. I've got enlarged pores. I've got texture. You know, my under eye without makeup looks like there's chicken feet. I've got, you know, dark spots and discoloration from where I've had, you know, breakouts for almost 30. Sorry, you guys, my 4-year-old came in the room. I guess she had a bad dream. She was crying and kind of startled me, and I lost my train of thought. Oh, I was telling you about all the issues on my face. And how I just I'm not confident that Kylie Skin is what's gonna get me to look youthful again. And that's okay, because preteens, teenagers, young adults, they exist too. They're a market, and I think that these products are probably more geared and suitable for skin that is already perfect. So I'm not going to be picking this up. So Jaclyn Cosmetics has launched a complexion collection. I don't know if you guys have been watching YouTube or not, but the reviews, wow. If you haven't seen any, let me tell you, they're not good. When I first saw the launch, I was hella excited. So for the complexion collection, she launched a skin perfecting blurring tint for $34, which is a blurring sheer coverage skin tint, a blurring primer, and a tinted moisturizer. It comes in 12 shades. The concealer, there was also a concealer launched in this collection, and it's a medium to full coverage concealer that brightens, blurs, and flexes with skin for a flawless finish all day. Okay, so the concealer is available in 35 shades. Yeah, 35 shades, and it is $26. Y'all, if you can hear my cats, I'm so sorry. They're in here playing, and Stella has a little bell on her neck, so every time she runs, you can hear a bell in the background. It's just Stella. So, like I said, when I initially saw the ad campaign, I was excited. But you know, after seeing all the reviews, and I had every intention to buy it. I was gonna purchase both of them, both the skin tint thing and for sure the concealer. I was most excited about the concealer. But yeah, after watching the reviews, there wasn't a single positive review. Maria Gloria here on YouTube, she didn't even finish her review. She couldn't even get her complexion to look like she just, and I was like, girl, I've been there. I have been there. So yeah, I'm definitely not gonna spend $34 and $28, $25. No. I was really rooting for Jaclyn with this launch. You know, she's just I feel like her jewelry, people talk shit about it. Her makeup, people talk shit about it. Her diet, people talk shit about it. Her face, people talk shit about it. Girl can't catch a break. But I'm not gonna be buying this either. So ColourPop has launched the Pretty Fresh Pressed Setting Powder. So this is a product that they're going to be adding to their Pretty Fresh lineup. I do have the Pretty Fresh foundation. I don't like love it or anything, but I mean, It's a nice foundation. I am interested in trying this foundation, or I'm sorry, this powder, mainly because I want to pair it with the foundation, see how they work together, you know? But it isn't something that I necessarily have to go out and buy right now. It's not a splurge because I'm not like, oh yeah, gotta go get it. But I'm not purging it either because I am interested in trying the product, but I'm not gonna like run out and spend my last coin on it or anything. So e.l.f. has launched the Cookies and Cream collection. So delicious. This collection includes an 8-pan eyeshadow palette. It's got neutrals and blues, a cookie crumble lip exfoliator, 3 different shades of lip gloss. We've got 4 different shades of the No Budge eyeshadow sticks. 2 are matte and 2 are shimmer. We've got a milkshake overnight mask, just the cream putty primer. I love their putty primers. I think this one just smells like cream, like the creamy part of the Oreo, you know. We've got a makeup sponge and a brush set. So it comes a lot. So this is another launch where when I saw the PR advertisements, I thought it was amazing. I love cookies and cream nostalgia. As a child, that was the only ice cream that I would eat. That and just classic vanilla. I'm not even kidding. So when I saw it, I was really excited. I was like, I'm buying that. But then I started seeing reviews. That's the good thing and the bad thing about Instagram and YouTube is that, you know, I'm really excited about these products in this launch. I want to purchase them. So I'm grateful for YouTube to let me know like, ooh, maybe you don't. But it's like kind of a bittersweet because I'm like, man, I really wanted to buy that and like enjoy it. But I'm glad because I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it. So like, you know what I'm saying? It's like bittersweet. Like, thanks YouTube for looking out. But also like, why you gotta rain on my parade? You know? With that being said, let me just like make it clear that all of the videos that I watched, I'll link some below, all of the looks were beautiful, but the consensus was that the palette was really hard to work with. The formula like wasn't what some of the previous e.l.f. palettes have been, and this is an 8-pan palette. It's not like their little bite-sized one, so you would think that the larger palette, the little bit more expensive price point, even though $8 is not expensive. Is it $8? Maybe it's like 8 or 12, something like that. Either way, you still want performable eyeshadows regardless of the price, and these did create nice looks, but like I said, everyone pretty much had the same complaint, is that the eyeshadows just weren't easy to work with. The pigmentation just really wasn't there. So my interest level of this collection plummeted. Not splurging on anything in this collection. So about mid-January, KVD Beauty did launch the second installment of their Good Apple line. They launched a lightweight full coverage concealer. Like I talked about earlier, I didn't purchase the powder foundation. I'm not a huge fan of powder foundation. I already told you guys all that. But I must say I am super intrigued and interested in this concealer. I do foresee myself splurging on this item. I mean, you guys, check out these freaking swatches. Like, ugh. I love them. The picture on the top is with flash and the one on the bottom is with no flash. I think either way, these concealers look really freaking great. So I'm excited. I'm excited. KKW Fragrance has launched what I assume are fragrances. It looks like it's in a collaboration with someone named Jeff Latham. Do y'all know who that is? I don't know who that is. It says these fragrances all have floral notes. We have Iconic Gardenia, Caramel Orchid, and Rare Fig. All of these will retail for $40, or you can purchase all 3 for $110, which really is not a bad deal for all 3 perfumes. $110. I wonder how big they are. I didn't notate that in my notes. I wish I would have, but These perfumes did launch on January 26th. Okay. Please, can we talk about the packaging for like a second? I literally paused, like squinched my eyes to be like, what the heck is that? I swear I thought that these were like those like oil diffusers, or you know what I mean? Like that's what I thought this was. This does not look like a freaking oil diffuser or like some type of like, you know what I mean. When it comes to like the fragrances themselves, I think they sound fine. I'm not really one to be talking about perfumes because I don't really wear perfume. Not because I don't like it. I mean, who doesn't like perfume, or at least the idea of perfume? But I am just so sensitive to smells and fragrances and dyes and just like things of that nature. I can recognize that it smells good, but it just gives me such a headache. And if I put on perfume, like my skin will like bump up, will itch at it, and my skin will get irritated, my head will hurt, my nose will run, my eyes will run. So I don't mess with it. I know it's like, well, obviously, duh, it's a purge because I don't wear perfume, but I had to include this launch in the video because I just had to show you the freaking perfume bottle. Like, what? All right, you guys, we've got 2 more launches to talk about in this video, and then we are going to do a part 2 because wow, this is like, I feel like I've been talking forever, and we've got about 35 products here, so we're going to do 15 in this one, and then we'll do a part 2. We'll have 15 products in there as well. So let's do number 14 right now. Profusion has launched a new collection at Walmart, y'all. The Desert Sage collection. We've got a blending sponge, a 25 pan eyeshadow palette. We've got a brush and bag set and some lashes. I think this collection is freaking cute. I think the collection is adorable. Do I need it? No, I don't think so. While the eyeshadow palette is a great price, you get a lot of shades, and if it's the formula that I know from Profusion, a really good formula. But looking at the palette, those shapes, I really don't like in conventional eyeshadow palettes or in conventional makeup in general. Like, you know, you can give me a fun shape here or there, but this just is not, it's not my vibe. I'm not a fan of the layout. The color story, maybe because of the layout, the color story is confusing to me. It's too busy. Like, I can't focus on like a look that I would create. Like, I'm looking at like the pattern of the eyeshadow pans and like what the colors are, where the colors are. Like, it's too much for me. It's too busy. It's too much for my mind and eyes to look at. And all the other cute little knick-knacky stuff, I just don't need it, you know? I don't need it. Well, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Keep in mind, there will be a part 2. We're going to talk about 14 or 15 more products that launched here in January. Did we buy them? Are we going to buy them? Or are we not going to buy them? I think you guys get it, right? Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And if you liked this video, please consider giving it a big thumbs up. Engagement really helps all channels, but especially super teeny tiny micro channels like mine. And let me know down in the comments if you're interested in any of these products. Did you pick up any of these products? Or do you hate some of these products? Let a girl know. All right, guys. Well, goodbyes are always hard, but this is the end. I don't have anything else to say. So, I love you, and I better see you in part 2. Bye!